Okay, so the first main difference about going for a tapas crawl in Auckland, New Zealand instead of Madrid is that here in Auckland you have to do it in your car. Well, in your dad's car, right?
I'm feeling very out of place.
Yeah. So we're in Auckland for 3 weeks visiting family. We figured this was a good opportunity to check out the Auckland tapas scene. Or is it the Auckland tapas scene? Tapas and Spanish food have become so popular internationally now that when people come to Spain as tourists, they've often had an experience of tapas back home. So what I want to know is how authentic are the tapas that are served outside of Spain, in this case Auckland? What are the ingredients? How different is it? Is it better? That is what we're going to find out today, and I apologize for my shirt. I don't like it. Yoly likes it. What do you guys think? This is my Auckland tapas crawl shirt. First difference, Yoly, you get served water here immediately when you sit down.
I would love that. Spanish bars, listen to me. Water straight away as people sit at the table. Yeah. Water.
Okay, so stop one, Barulho, where we're at now, I found while Googling, a lot of these places that serve Spanish dishes aren't purely Spanish restaurants. Generally the menu is, I guess you could maybe call it Mediterranean. There's a whole blend of different things. We're gonna go Spanish though. I'm gonna get a vermouth, an orange. Do you know where that vermouth is from? Is it an Italian or Spanish or?
I believe it's French.
That's okay, I can handle it. And we're gonna get 2 dishes here. We're gonna get the manchego and jalapeno croquetas and the patatas bravas. I don't know, I'm excited. I'm nervous, I'm excited, like, oh my God, well, you know, look yummy. Like, vermouth, the vermouth is French, but hey, whatever. My vermouth is not on tap, but it does have a very cool blood orange in it, or a big sort of darkish looking orange. Can you lift that orange, Yoly, with your spare hand? Just lift it for the camera.
I like the...
Yeah,
oh,
very cool. You may now lower the orange. If you can't, oh man, you've plugged my vermouth. You've got to get the orange. Oh, you don't keep pushing it in.
Decently looking ravioli.
What is ravioli? We may, people may not know.
Yeah. So that's, patatas bravas with that brava sauce, but also alioli. So 2 sauces.
So that means Barcelona style.
And the potatoes look lovely cooked and fried and cut, like very organic.
But there's something, Yoly, about these potatoes that you didn't understand when we first met. What is that?
Is that the pimentón, maybe?
What's on the outside of the potatoes?
The skin.
So when I first met Yoly and I would do potatoes with skin on, like that is non-existent in Spain. The skin comes off. Going in for the bravas first. The alioli is legit in the sense of that's similar to what you get in Spain. The sauce is sweeter, a lot of almost tomato-y. Dare I say, almost tomato saucy. You're in New Zealand here, land of tomato sauce. Sauce is sweeter. It's kind of like potato chunks rather than there's like bits of the skin and everything like that. But, I mean, yummy.
I love the crustiness. Yeah. But yes, I mean, a little bit sweeter. Not really hot, like you would expect your brava sauce to be. I would just up the heat a little bit and yeah, add a little bit more salt, dare I say.
Yoly's pretty critical, huh?
Croqueta time.
Croquetas, first thoughts?
Interesting, they come with a little bit of cheese sprinkled on top, which I love, but you don't really find that in Spain.
They're also quite long. There's something else on top.
Yeah.
Sort of
That's
sage.
sage, exactly.
Never had sage on my croquetas, but this is exciting.
So that's already out there, a jalapeno croqueta, something that you don't really get a lot of in Spain. Jalapeno definitely there. Lovely, love the heat there. Quite cheesy. I think, worldwide, croquetas are understood as something they can be quite cheesy sometimes, and it isn't so cheesy in Spain. Actually, normally there's no cheese at all.
Yeah, it's actually really yummy, and I love that heat in there. It's like a cheese ball more than a croqueta, a spicy cheese ball. Verdict? Well, the proof is in the pudding.
Aquí el de croquetas.
Or in the empty plates. The bravas are closer to actual bravas, with the differences we have noted above, than the croquetas are to croquetas. Both dishes are really yummy and moreish and make you want to, eat more and drink more vermouth and things like that. Back to the tapas mobile. So Yoly, now we're both in the back seat. Thoughts on the price? Croquetas, $18, so like 12 euros. Patatas bravas, 9 euros. Thoughts?
Expensive.
expensive.
Yeah, but New Zealand is expensive, right?
Yeah.
Yoly, question from the cheap seats in the back.
Yeah.
Is it a tapas crawl if you're sitting at a red light? Tapas crawl, we're on a tapas crawl at the red light. Here's a confession, guys. When I started learning Spanish, I didn't start using an effective method or system, and that really held me back when I moved to Spain. So I'm like a broken record. When I'm talking to anyone who wants to learn Spanish, I tell them that there's really two things. You've got to start learning just now. Don't wait, and you've got to start learning using a system that is really, really effective. So I've teamed up with Lingoda, which is an online language school, and they're sponsoring this video. So what Lingoda does is it connects students from across the world with native level teachers for live classes to learn a language. And there's really 4 areas that I think makes Lingoda a really effective tool to learn a language. One is flexibility. There are classes going on 24/7. Here in New Zealand at my parents' place, I did a class the other day. There was so much availability. There were lots there, and I just signed up and took the class. 2 are the teachers. The teachers are great. There's about 1,500 plus. They're all certified to teach their language. I did a class with Evelia, a woman who really helped me understand this really complex grammar point, the subjunctive that is such a bugbear for me. She was very patient, and it really, really helped me. 3 is that you get a well-rounded education. So there are lessons on grammar, on vocab, on speaking, communication, reading, and this really makes sure that you're hitting all the kind of key aspects of the language. Point 4, the classes have a maximum of 5 students per class, which means you can really get personalized attention to the questions that you need answered about that lesson. Lingoda are about to kick off their Lingoda Language Sprint. And so what this is an intensive language challenge where you're challenged to take 15 or 30 classes a month for 2 months. If you attend all the classes that you sign up for, then you get either 50% or 100% cash back. If you really want to take charge of learning Spanish, the Sprint is a really effective way to do that. So click the link below in the description for more information, and you can use my code JAMES2022 and you'll get 20 euros off or $25 off the deposit when you sign up. There's nothing like a car parking building for a tapas crawl, right? Floor 1?
Yeah, you sure?
No. 1. 1-ish. We're on 1-ish. Let's get some tapas, Yoly.
Yeah.
Okay, so this place Carmen Jones on K Road, really kind of party street in a way, and for dining and things like that. It says Spanish, Moorish, and Latin. So I'm very curious about the menu here. A little more Spanish than the last place in terms of more Spanish stuff going on with Spanish decor. So Yoly, menu-wise, what I'm seeing on the booze side, they have cava, they have Rioja, they also have Pedro Jimenez, they have Moscatel, they have some Spanish wines, that's good. On the menu side, we've got a mix of Middle Eastern, Spanish, I see Portuguese, I see quesadillas. So there's some Spanish dishes here, some purely Spanish dishes, which I think we're gonna have to try.
There's the Alhambra pizza.
What's that?
Alhambra pizza.
Wow. I'm sure you can get a pizza at the Alhambra, so I think it's valid. What is on the Alhambra pizza?
There is roast carrot and fennel puree, zucchini, burnt eggplant, chili, fresh coriander, lamne, and walnuts.
Serving those all over Granada.
That's okay.
Sangria outside Spain, and you know, guys, I mean, people don't really drink sangria in Spain. Maybe at the odd party they make it. People don't drink sangria in bars, so you're probably going to get better sangria in Auckland. Then I'll stop talking now and drink it. It's pretty good. There's brandy in there, which is important. You will not get brandy in most sangrias in Spain. Auckland sangria 1, Spanish sangria 0. So we're going to get the paella croquetas, the Barcelona bomba, and the Granada pork, please. All right, thank you.
The bombas and the croquetas.
Awesome.
Vale.
Oh wow, that looks good.
Thank you.
Thank you. The bombas look legit. Like, they look really legit. I think they might be on hummus, which is not legit. Let's go in. A bomba Barcelona dish. Kind of different from a bomba. Same shape, but different, but yummy. I think that's what the catch call is. And it's a little bit spicy, not super spicy. Just reading now what is in the Barcelona bomba. Crunchy potato bombs, yeah, fair enough. Chorizo and fennel filling. Paprika, alioli, horseradish cream. So it's horseradish on top. You do not get horseradish in Spain. Spaniards take.
Tell you what, as a madrileña, I haven't tried that many bombas in my life, but this is very yummy, is all I can say.
You're not just being nice to my people?
No, I'm never nice to your people. Who are your people anyway?
Fried pork belly squares, roast carrot puree, black onion seeds, and pomegranate molasses. Pomegranate granada is very, little pork candy. Fat candy, as I once said. You're gonna love this, Yoly.
Yeah.
Wow. Kiwis do good pork belly. This is like torreznos, but really soft and juicy.
Torreznos, but better, huh?
Torreznos, but better.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we do better pork belly than you guys.
Listen to this kiwi speaking. Oh my god. Yeah, you're right. Oh, soft and delicious and beautiful, and I love Granada pork.
Just keep in mind when you're in Granada, do not order Granada pork. Do not order cerdo de Granada. They won't know what you're talking about. You need to be the first Spaniard to ever try a paella croqueta. It's paella and prawn croqueta.
Be weird. I get the prawn in there, not so much the paella.
Is there rice in there?
There might be a few grains.
The red pepper, you really shouldn't have red pepper in a paella. There are prawn croquetas in Spain that are really good, that are really prawny and almost taste like a paella fume. This one isn't super strong. It almost tastes like Thai food. It tastes like a pad Thai. Yeah. I mean, it's a yummy pad Thai croqueta, but... So, yes, I'm wearing a different shirt. Yoly, are you wearing different clothes?
Same.
It's because it's day 2. We have divided this tapas crawl into 2 days. And next up, we're in central Auckland, just off Queen Street. And we're heading up to Mezze Bar, opened in 1992, the original pan-Mediterranean food joint. Let's head upstairs. We are here because I saw they have tortilla española, and I want to know how a tortilla española exports. Because it's a pretty simple dish, so can you just export it in its simplicity, or do you have to zhuzh it up? And they have patatas bravas, and I can never resist patatas bravas wherever I am in the world. So let's see. All right, little sip of the cava. How does it taste? It's got bubbles, it's not flat, which is meaningless, means nothing, but I just thought I'd say that.
Can I say that actually it's hard to find a bar with cava by the glass in certain places like Madrid, so kudos to Mezze Bar here.
It's true, the place is so far killing it on the drinks. The sangria had brandy. Just come to Auckland to drink like a Spaniard.
Cheers. Almost the same color and bubbles as cava, but I'm drinking ginger beer here.
Walk into Casa Tony and ask for a cerveza de jengibre. They were like, ¿cómo? Yeah, qué bien. They look super good. First impressions look pretty good. The bowl of bravas, they look roasted, so different. Haven't tasted yet, but the tortilla, I mean, it wouldn't be served in cubes like that. It would have toothpicks potentially, but more at home, not in bars. It would be served, you'd get the tortilla whole or in a slice. What about this alioli on top?
Well, I mean, it is not unseen in Spain. You can see it in some places, not traditionally, but it is served with alioli in a few places I've seen it in my life.
I don't know where Yoly's eating, but different places from me. Okay, so looking in close, we've got the alioli, the tomato sauce. I mean, looking like a Barcelona bravas. Potatoes are roasted, skin on, but I see bravas that look like this in Spain, not in Madrid. Although in Madrid, at the trendier places, they'll do them more alioli style.
Yeah.
Let's go in and try. Let's see. They're yummy. They're yummy. They're not... How do they compare to the other ones yesterday? The other ones yesterday were crunchier and more tomato-y, but these don't have any heat. I mean, they kind of taste like bravas you might get in Spain. The alioli's legit. Potato, I mean, yeah, adjacent.
Let's see. Very yummy. Indeed, very tomatoey. There are some places in Spain that will use a lot of tomato in the sauce, but not the bravas that I expect, I guess.
And actually, Yoly, I'm picking up a few hints of rosemary, and I've seen rosemary in this. You would never get rosemary in patatas bravas, but hey, rosemary makes potatoes tastier. So maybe when people go to Spain, they're disappointed because there's no rosemary.
Maybe we should be using rosemary all the way. It makes you think. Right.
Tortilla. Yoly, you are the tortilla queen. You taught me everything I know about tortilla. So you're tasting this first. Be honest. You don't have to be kind.
We're never kind, we're always fair. See some signs of actually grilling the omelette, probably, in the ovens. You will really kind of fry it rather than grill it. But here we go. Oh. I think it's missing some of that lovely flavor that it gets when frying, when frying the potato, frying the omelette itself.
Yoly, you've been a little harsh, I feel like, on this tortilla, so I have to come in with a little fairness, maybe. It's sort of very layered, isn't it? Layers are good, but yeah, this looks a little different. Okay. It's yummy, but it doesn't taste like a tortilla. It tastes actually quite different. There's red pepper in there. It does taste more actually like a frittata. Verdict, bravas are closer to bravas than the tortilla is to tortillas. So my question is, the next place we're going to now, Tasca, is more classically Spanish. It's like we are a Spanish restaurant. We're gonna have to see if they're more legit in the way they prepare these Spanish dishes.
Watch out, we're gonna be ruthless.
Seated at Tasca, the most Spanish place of our tapas crawl. They've got a couple of different venues. The drinks menu, sangria, great. There's cava by the glass. There's New Zealand wines and Spanish wines, makes sense. On the cocktails, we do have a cocktail called El Mariachi, which is a little bit of a Mexican twist. The Martini of Seville. I've never had a Martini in Seville with gin, cherry, Cointreau, orange peel, and a green olive. So Yoly, I'm seeing a tapas lunch plate with smoky egg dip, feta, fennel, tzatziki, halloumi, quesadillas, the Gaudi salad. I've never heard of the Gaudi salad with roast. It's a roast vegetable salad. The Sevilla salad. So we haven't got the Granada pizza. We have the Ibiza pizza. I don't know what to get. There's so many options. There's so many slightly Spanish but not options. There's also a breakfast called the Spaniard. The Spaniard. Basque style eggs. I mean, I feel like that must be a thing, but maybe I don't know. Basque style eggs?
In the Basque country, a breakfast called the Spaniard.
Oh, we're getting political. We better order some drinks. Oh, it's good. Strong. As it should be. Better sangria in Auckland than Spain.
I had a zumo de tomate preparado, spiced tomato juice. So there you go. That's very Spanish, actually. This used to be one of my go-to drinks when I was pregnant. Lovely.
We're winning on the drinks, but we're struggling with the menu, guys. Ironically, Tasca has the least Spanish menu of all the places we've gone to. The tapas plate is tzatziki and halloumi, the Gaudi salad with broccoli, peppers, carrot, beetroot, pomegranate seeds. Just there's no point in ordering that because it doesn't relate to anything in Spain, so we can't compare. The Ibiza pizza, red, green, yellow peppers, feta, mozzarella. So, and then there's fish and chips. So what are we going to do, Yoly?
We are ordering the calamari and chorizo paella. How about that?
Paella in Spain, a great paella, is all about the rice, not about the protein on top. It's about the flavor in the rice. And so often when people sit down, they're like, where are all the mussels and calamari? A great paella doesn't have all those things on top. And if it does, they're just garnished. But this paella just arrived and it's all about what's on top. And it's not really a paella. When you come to Spain, you're going to think, oh my God, it's too simple.
So to sum it up, I am very concerned that I can't see the rice.
Okay, so let's inspect this paella. We have calamari, we have peas. You will see peas in Spain in paellas. What you will not see is chorizo or sausage. Red pepper, you will see it shouldn't be in there. And the alioli all over it, yeah. And the rice down here, a little kind of gluggy. I see some onion in there. Proof is in the pudding. The key is about the flavor of the rice. That is the key to a paella. What does it taste like? It doesn't taste like a paella. It tastes sort of smoky. I mean, I'm an idiot, guys, as you know. So let's pass it over to Super Taster.
There's the rice. Just like that. Can I have one pea?
Yeah, you can have a pea.
Oh, one pea. Two peas.
2 peas. Oh my God.
Yeah. It is something else. Rice with things. Arroz con cosas. Spaniards, they will know what I'm talking about. It's quite mushy, the rice, and in a properly cooked paella, the rice is quite dry. Having said all of this, I will probably finish it.
Churros are the other thing that I feel like has been most adapted when it goes outside Spain. So here we have cinnamon on the churros, we have cream, we have chocolate, all these things. When Spaniards eat churros in Spain, It's just simple, a churro or a porra, dipped in your coffee often, or maybe in chocolate. But even sugar or cinnamon, cream, these things do not happen. But hey, when in Rome, a fried, cinnamony, sugary, creamy, chocolatey stick, aka a kiwi churro. So here's my question for you guys. Like, when you export food outside a country, so you take Spanish food and you export it outside Spain, do you have an obligation? Do these places have an obligation to do it how it's done in Spain? Particularly this place, Tasca, that is kind of claims to be more Spanish. Or if you just put Casatoni, a really simple Madrid tapas bar here in Auckland with all its simple dishes and its rough and tumble, would it just not work? I'm curious. Let us know in the comments. And if you do want to know about our favorite tapas bars in Spain, click this playlist. It's appearing now and we'll see you over there in a moment. Hasta luego. Ciao from Auckland.